Now we're going to get to some bad news.
What?
Well, it's not really bad news, actually. I want to go over that stupid MSNBC video that you showed me. Got me so
Benjamin
pissed.
Collins. Did
I
it
know.
trigger you?
Yes, I got triggered.
You got triggered, everybody.
Well, no, I didn't get triggered so much.
No, I'm just
We
lying.
have to.
I want to see it.
We kind of have to demolish arguments. That's kind of what the Bible says, right?
Mhm.
We have to be able to take news clips like this, especially when it's on video. It's a lot more effective than actual articles, right? We have to be able to break it down and figure out what they're doing. It's kind of like the Matrix, kind of like a red-pilled person can kind of see the tactics and the devices that the enemy uses when they attempt to spread their lies. And that's exactly what happened here. And that's what I want to kind of show this video to you guys. Gosh, I don't know if I can get past it. I'm going to, after 3 seconds, I have to say something. That's how full of lies it is.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty.
We almost have to break it down on a microscopic level. So I know you guys love it when I pause and then don't even let it do the full 27 seconds. I have to stop it after 5 seconds because I need to say something. Well, I don't. And if Dirty, if you're out there, I'm wondering if you could record this. I think we need to talk about this. So I'm going to show this video, folks. So here it is. And you know what? Actually, before we go to the video, see how I'm all over the place.
I do. I know.
Thanks.
I'm just agreeing with you, my friend. No, you'll appreciate it.
Let's see. Hold on. Let's go to the last Q post really quick.
Be sure. T Bongo says, "Be sure to whine all the way through the re."
Oh my goodness.
There's a lot of reeing in there.
So this is a Q show. We want to go to this very last Q drop, which totally applies to what I'm about to show. Okay, Q is a direct threat to their controlled narrative. I mean, when's the last time Q posted? It was on the 29th, which was what? Friday? Was this Friday?
I think so.
Today's Tuesday, right? Let me just read it really quick. Threat to controlled narrative. Other than POTUS, can you name a group more attacked than Q by the fake news media? Multiple tactics deployed, including framing for crimes. Think bridge, mob boss, etc., etc. Desperation. Reconcile using logic. Think for yourself. Dividers will fail. And that's exactly what we're going to do right now. We're going to actually try to break down this MSNBC video that's quite annoying because it's got, well, let's just start here. You know, the Bible does talk about demolishing arguments, right? I think that's in 2 Corinthians or something like that. We should start out by trying to frame out the way that they present their arguments. Liberals will constantly, or the left, or the deep state, whatever you want to call them, they will constantly paint a different dichotomy than the QAnon folks. Okay, what do I mean by that? Liberals will attempt to frame the argument not in the same way QAnon followers do. For instance, for QAnon followers, we are always talking about good versus evil, right? Or we say dark versus light, right? Mm-hmm. That's the way we frame things, right? That's exactly how Q called things. It's not D versus R, it's left versus right. It's good versus evil, and Q's framing it in that way. But when we watch the mainstream media attack the QAnon movements, when they're attacking you folks, they're not using those terms. They are, instead of saying good versus evil, they are sort of separating gullible versus skeptical, misinformed versus enlightened, educated versus uneducated. That's the way that they want to frame this argument. So guess what? Guess what you guys are, QAnon followers? You guys are gullible. You guys are misinformed, and you guys are uneducated. And that's exactly how that's how they roll, okay?
Yep.
Okay. And by the way, this is they will never speak in terms of good versus evil. And that's how common folks speak. Oh no, they're far more educated than that. Right? Evil and good and evil, that's politically incorrect.
Yeah.
Only Trump.
I like you. I like you. That's great.
Only Trump calls things evil. Remember that one video where Trump called they have done evil things. They don't like it when you say the word evil like that. It's such an unenlightened word. It's such an unenlightened dichotomy to call things evil. No, there's no such thing as evil. That's just rhetoric. That's Trump rhetoric at that.
Rhetoric. Oh my gosh. It's just, it speaks to morality, and they don't have any of it. So,
okay. Yeah. To them, to the people on the left. Yeah. To them, good equals educated. Oh, if you're educated, you must be moral. You must be good. Mm-hmm. Good equals enlightened, which means woke. In their term, they use the word woke a lot. I'm woke. I woke.
I find the people that say that they're woke the most are the most asleep. They really are. I'm serious. It's so sad.
Okay. Yes, exactly. By the way, good to them, you need to listen to more credible, more established talking points. The mainstream media, that's good. Okay? So more advanced words for evil. I mean, for evil, let me tell you what evil to them is. Evil to them is misguided patriotism. They're going to use that phrase all the time. Misguided patriotism. You're a nationalist. That's evil, folks. Okay? Evil, uninformed, uneducated, dumb Americans. That's how they want to label you folks. That's how they want to label us. Okay? So to them, although they believe in evil, they actually believe in evil. They'll never frame it in those terms. Make no bones about it. They believe in evil. They believe that you're evil. Mm-hmm. Okay? They just won't use that word. They'll use other adjectives, right? They'll frame it in other ways. Okay? You're dangerous. You believe in ludicrous and outlandish things. You're gullible. You're not very smart. Basically, you're dumb. Okay? And your gullibility into believing these outlandish things will cause you to do violent things and take violent actions. So that's exactly how this. So I'm just giving you a little preview of what we're about to watch.
His Ben Collins voice is coming out, guys. You hear it? Look, I hear you. You're like that toxic garbage. It's the same voice. It cracks me up.
We're gonna see Ben Collins in the flesh pretty soon. I'm gonna try to stop this every 27 seconds, but I don't think I can do it, folks.
It's just funny when you finally see these people that have been writing these BS articles about Q and our whole movement, and then you see them talking for the first time, and you're like, that little pencil neck son of a... No, you know, I mean, like...
Yeah. Hey, if Conscious Abe, you're still invited in here. You can interrupt this little flow that we've got. Sleepwalker, get in here too.
Sleepwalker!
Definitely join us.
Come in here, I'm going to throw you over the wall. I'm just kidding.
All right. Are you guys ready? Let's make this happen. Okay, I'm going to maximize this. All right, here we go. 7 minutes and 30. I don't think I'll survive this. Here we go.
This next segment is brought to you by the letter Q, specifically QAnon. What is QAnon? Well, it went...
Oh my gosh.
I just can't stand her. I don't like her.
See how smug she is?
It's so annoying.
See how smug this lady is?
Yeah.
Oh, so smug. Can you get any more smug than this? Okay? It's fake smugness too, because really, smug means that you think you're smart, right? Yeah. Remember this lady, remember her? This is Katie Turd.
Yep.
She fumbled all over that interview with Trump back in like 2015. Remember that?
Try getting it out. Are you not going to put this on air? I hope you don't put this on air. Try getting it out. That was like the best. I love Trump.
She's got a teleprompter behind her, and so she can be as smug as she wants. She's got professional writers writing this, so she's gonna have this smug face and sound like she's intelligent. Trust me, guys. She will absolutely collapse when she speaks. When she doesn't have a teleprompter, or she speaks to high IQ folks like Trump, okay? So what? You know what? So she's smug. She's in an echo chamber. So this is how the libtard start.
Yeah, but it's fake. She has no emotion.
Absolutely fake.
She has no emotion.
Okay, I'm gonna try to sit through the smugness. Here we go.
Went mainstream during the so-called Pizzagate affair, which led one man to walk into a pizzeria in Washington, D.C. with an assault rifle because conspiracy theorists claim that Hillary Clinton and John Podesta ran a child sex ring in the basement.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, I need to stop. I need to stop. Oh my gosh.
It's hard. See, I see what you mean. Well, no, because it's ludicrous. I mean, they seriously, they would never say what we really talk about and the things that this is not.
We have to stop it because we have to demolish this particular argument right now.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Say your piece.
Here's the first frame that they're going to do. It's part of making QAnon followers look as fringe and as ridiculous and as outlandish as possible. The first frame, if you will, because they're constantly framing arguments. They're trying to paint a picture. I guess when you frame something, it's like you're framing a painting, right? You're painting a picture. Picture number one, connect QAnon to Pizzagate. Okay? That's a critical linchpin for them. They have successfully framed Pizzagate to be some crazy. Look at the photo. Look at the captions. QAnon supporters turn out at the Trump rally in Michigan.
Yeah, and they're showing. Oh my God! Good.
They're showing the guy who got arrested for Pizzagate.
Which has nothing to do with us.
Exactly. You guys need to see this. You guys see how they're painting this picture, right? Okay, look at that photo. Look at the shooter. Okay, let's unpack what they're doing. I'm going to rewind it just a little bit just to see what they're saying about. Here we go.
Claimed that Hillary Clinton and John Podesta ran a child sex ring in the basement.
Okay, let's stop right there. Hillary Clinton and John Podesta ran a child sex ring in the basement. Okay, I need to unpack that just a little bit. Okay, they're giving the most outlandish and grossly inaccurate definition of Pizzagate in this particular hit piece. Okay, so Pizzagate standing on its own is already a fringe, extreme position to take or believe in. Okay, you don't need to embellish it. Okay, call the Pizzagate narrative for what it really is. Define it correctly. Okay, look up any Pizzagate. I don't know if any of you folks are out there, who actually followed Pizzagate when it was around. I can guarantee you to look up any Pizzagate researcher and ask them what Pizzagate is. I can guarantee you, not one person will define Pizzagate such as flagrantly false as Katie Turd just did. Okay, Hillary Clinton and John Podesta ran a sex ring in the basement of Comet Ping Pong Pizza. Okay, I just want them to be precise.
And this guy tried to shoot it up.
Okay,
right?
I mean, look. This is MSNBC. They get paid for this drivel, this content, right? They got to at least be correct in what they're reporting. I mean, you can actually you can look up Pizzagate and figure out what it is. Like if you do a search on Pizzagate, I'm sure you can Wikipedia Pizzagate. Here we go. Look, it's pretty easy. I mean, Wikipedia is not a bastion of truth either, but at least to some degree, Wikipedia can possibly call out Pizzagate for what it is. Okay, in the fall of 2016, the personal email account of John Podesta, Hillary Clinton's campaign manager, was hacked in a spear phishing attack, and his emails were subsequently made public to WikiLeaks. Proponents of the Pizzagate conspiracy theory falsely claimed that the emails contained coded messages referring to human trafficking and connected several U.S. restaurants and high-ranking officials to. I know you can't say all that, right? But you have to end up just going ahead and saying they ran a child sex trafficking ring in Comet Ping Pong Pizza. Okay? I mean, by embellishing it like with your definitions, it's just more evidence that you're lazy. You're not really pursuing a narrative that's truthful. And bottom line, you're trying to push a narrative, right? Okay? So we just looked up Pizzagate, right? It's kind of interesting. I'll be honest. It says in the fall of 2016, the personal email account of John Podesta, Hillary Clinton campaign manager, was hacked in a spear phishing attack, and his emails were subsequently made public by WikiLeaks. Proponents of the Pizzagate conspiracy theory falsely claimed that the emails contained coded messages. Okay, look. I mean, I'm going to attack WikiLeaks. Wikipedia now. You don't have to say falsely, okay? If this is as outlandish and as freakazoid as possible, there's no reason to say falsely, right? You can remove falsely. It's just a claim. Let the claim be verified on its own merit and have the people decide, use their own minds, their own critical thinking to determine if the claim is true or false. It's a claim.
That's their play on word.
Yeah, it's a claim. Let the people decide, right? Whether it's true or false. What are your viewers that dumb to not be able to test the veracity of a claim? you have to spoon feed them that it's false? Fake news, they must really think that their viewers are that stupid. Okay, so let me just reword it. It should say this: proponents of the Pizzagate conspiracy theory claimed that the emails contained coded messages referring to human trafficking. Really, in a nutshell, that's what Pizzagate is. Pizzagate was these John Podesta emails where there were coded words in the emails, right?
Mhm.
That were almost akin to a certain human trafficking phrases. I'll give you an example. Since we're here, walnut sauce, $65,000 worth of hot dogs,
Yeah.
handkerchief with a map. Marina wants you to come to dinner. Do you remember those phrases in the John Podesta emails?
Yep.
Playing dominoes on cheese than on pasta. Dreaming of a hot dog stand in Hawaii. Yes, all of these statements, everything that I just said, right? They all came from John Podesta's email. Okay. So look, let's finish what Wikipedia says. And connecting several U.S. restaurants, high-ranking officials of the Democratic Party with an alleged child sex ring involving a restaurant and a pizzeria, Comet Ping Pong, located in Washington D.C. Okay, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. So this is a little rigged already because of the falsely claimed. But for the most part, I can just redefine Pizzagate really quick. Pizzagate is a conspiracy theory where one of the main claims is that the hacked John Podesta emails contained coded messages referring to human trafficking among Podesta's friends and associates. The theory also connects some of these associates with several U.S. restaurants, including a pizzeria named Comet Ping Pong located in Washington, D.C. Okay? See? Was that so hard? Right? The definition in itself, still, it's quite outlandish. It's very fringe. It's quote-unquote ludicrous on its own, but it's still very factual and it's accurate to its depiction of what Pizzagate is. Okay? Why am I beating this dead horse? Okay? This is important. You don't need to conflate or embellish your story with statements like, they ran a child sex trafficking ring in the basement of a pizzeria. I mean, it's obviously sensationalized, and you're catering towards an ignorant, uninformed audience who hang on your every word. People would hear that claim and not think twice about how ridiculous it sounds. Okay, anyways, let's keep on going. Sorry, let me just play the video.
Okay.
Fire it up.
Yo, what's up?
Sleepwalker.
Hey,
All right.
what's going on? Go ahead. Let me interrupt.
Come on
you
in.
guys.
Come on in.
I'm buckled up.
I'm
Buckled
probably gonna stop it in 10 seconds because this pisses me off so much. Here we go.
Seriously. And it made national news when Vice President Mike Pence tweeted and then soon deleted a photo showing him with a police officer who wore a patch with the letter Q. But what is it? Simply put, it's kind of a conspiracy theory fan fiction, if you will.
It's kind of a conspiracy theory.
Fan fiction.
Kinda.
Fan fiction. What? Fan fiction. She's so stupid.
Remember, guys, just remember, she botched up Pizzagate. Now she's about to define QAnon. Check this out. Here we go.
That started and is based on anonymous postings on an internet message board in which someone, or in reality many someones, posting as Q, falsely claim that the world is run by a satanic cabal of elites led by Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, and the deep state.
All right, I need to stop right there, folks. Okay. Oh my gosh, so much to unpack. Just we're 58 seconds into this. This is nuts. Okay, first of all, it's weird. I want to say something somewhat positive. She actually believes that QAnon posts are in reality many people making the post, not just a single person. Okay?
Right.
Believe it or not, this is interesting.
Does she get half a point for that?
A little bit. Look. Believe it or not, conceding that QAnon is a group of people has some serious implications. I'm not going to get into it right now. Suffice it to say, I can probably get into a whole hour understanding that, for a larger rebuttal, it really does matter that QAnon is a lot of people, right? There's some power, there's some influence happening when there's multiple people involved. So Anyways, I don't care about that so much. Okay, she's claiming that the evil satanic cabal is run by Hillary and Obama. Wrong. How many of you in the YouTube chat believe that Obama and Hillary are on top of the deep state cabal? Okay.
Don't hear anything.
Q says these people are stupid. Yes, both the reporter as well as Hillary and Obama, and this is why it's important. Okay, the reporter is really dumb for thinking we believe that. Okay, that's one thing. But if the reporter did her homework, they would know a lot of things about Q posts. Okay, look at Q post 133. I'm just going to read it to you. Who are the puppet masters? House of Sod. 6+++, 4 trillion. Rothschild, 6++, worth 2 trillion plus. Soros, 6+, that's 1 trillion plus. Focus on above 3. I think Q makes it perfectly clear who's on top of the cabal, right? It's definitely not Hillary and Obama, okay?
Yep.
Q post 135. Q literally enumerates every single freaking Rothschild bank in the world. Do you remember that? He took 3 or 4 posts to enumerate every Rothschild bank.
I love how you're doing this. Like, say everything they say, and like that we think that Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama are running this. No, none of us have ever said that. And then back it up with a Q post.
Yep, exactly. That's what we do here. Yes. Q post 142. Yes, okay, 142. Trace the bloodlines of these 3 families. It's crystal clear who's on top of the cabal, folks. Q post 93. HRC was a puppet, but her strings were recently cut. She's now on her own and fighting for her life. She ain't running no cabal. That's Q post 93, folks. Okay, now I understand how these libtards are ultimately Hillary and Obama sycophants, right? That's why they think that we think that they're running the show. Because if it were in their crazy, deluded world, they would be running the show.
And you know what's so important too, though, is that this is a history lesson, right?
Yeah.
We've gotten a history lesson,
right?
And this is not in the history book. It's not written.
Yep. Exactly.
You've got that right. It's the best history class I've ever had.
Dirty, where you at? All right, I'm glad you're
Dirty,
here.
where you at? He's right here. Yeah.
All right.
I love it.
I'm hoping you're recording this, by the way.
Record it.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually not.
All right, it's okay. Don't worry about it. We will go back. We will go back to the archives and find it again. Okay.
Yeah, I can always back up and rewind it.
Cool. Look, report accurately. That's all I'm asking mainstream media to do. Okay? That's all we're asking them to do. But that just goes to show that journalists are lazy. Especially the libtarded journalists like Katie Turd. She's in look, she's in way over her head. Okay, but let's keep on going. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay, there we go.
And that Donald Trump, with the help from secret allies, including special counsel Robert Mueller, will expose and defeat this deep state. Now, where have we heard that?
Wrong again. I have to stop it every 10 seconds. We don't know that.
Not even 10 seconds, I don't think. I know. It's just annoying.
We do not know where Mueller stands. We can't agree on anything. I'm going to get into a flame war with half of the YouTube chat if we said something like that.
MAGA, right? Did you see what Q University said?
What?
Katie should really get with Adam and their collected smugness, call it the segment turd and shit analysis.
That's awesome.
That's a good one.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So anyways, we're continuing to fight amongst ourselves, right? On where Mueller stands.
She's so expressionless, emotionless, like, oy.
Okay.
Just trying to make it.
I'm like, do you have any feelings?
but you know what's interesting? I kind of talked about this earlier. Regardless of them believing that's where we stand on Mueller, that's why they're so upset right now. Because once this Mueller report came out, right? It's kind of like, oh crap, maybe the QAnon followers were right after all.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I love you. Had that voice, the reading voice.
So
You know what? She's displaying NPC behaviors.
Yeah.
She does. She looks like we could just overlay the NPC face over her. I should try to do that.
Anyways, these are horrible Q deep codes, but nevertheless, even through their bad decodes, they end up having egg on their face because of the Mueller report. So I'm criticizing them on their decodes. Nevertheless, their decodes are proving them wrong. It's so ridiculously funny. Okay, let's move on.
Term before.
The crazy attempt by the Democrat Party and the fake news media right back there and the deep state to overturn the results of the 2016 election have failed.
So why are we talking
about it? Okay, I'm going to stop right there. This is important. Mm-hmm. Now, where have we heard that before? She's talking about the deep state. Okay, so smug. She's so annoying. But this is where Turd actually denies that there's any such concept as the deep state. Folks, that's one thing that libtards do, especially when they try to argue. They're always gonna say, I don't even know what you mean when you say that. Define the deep state. I think it would be pretty simple to define what a deep state is. The fact that she's in denial of a deep state, that something exists, and only an idiot like Trump would call something a deep state. Okay, it's a hit piece, but it's unimaginable how they could just try to deny that a deep state exists. It's quite hilarious, actually, because many portions of the QAnon posts breaks down exactly what the deep state is. I mean, if anything, if you think about it, if you read a lot of these Q posts, the Q actually broke down the apparatus of a deep state. What are the moving parts? Where are the positions? How is the Mockingbird media a part of this apparatus? Oh, but it's so absurd, Katie. It kind of reminds me of that. You know that Leslie Nielsen meme? Nothing to see here, folks. Right? That's what she's kind of doing with this deep state, almost in denial that the deep state exists. Anyways, keep going. Here we go.
Tonight, well, because supporters of QAnon were out in full force at President Trump's rally in Grand Rapids, Michigan on Thursday. You can see in this line of Trump supporters waiting in line to get into the event, many wearing T-shirts emblazoned with the letter Q and shouting QAnon slogans. NBC News reporter Ben Collins has been covering QAnon for the past year. He reported the amount of pro-QAnon supporters at the Trump...
Stop right here, okay? Ben Collins is about to show up now. It's so funny because, part of sort of reporting fake news is you have to enter in the panel expert into the show. It comes into the scene to hyper-inform the audience what's really going on. And of course, he's going to start talking about the ultra dangerous picture of Q. Look at what he says. Absolutely shocking.
I know. I can hear your voice during that.
But they're all opinion, no fact, folks. Yep. All opinion.
Yes, it's all statements. There's no facts. All statements. Absolutely shocking. We'll tackle that later. But so Katie Turd was definitely coming in. She starts off the show with, it's ridiculous, it's fringe, it's weird, we don't even know what it means, it's conspiracy theory. But this is where they actually bring in Ben Collins, and this is where things get pretty crazy because Ben Collins is he's gonna bring in the second frame, and you'll see this frame right away. This is everything that we're talking about is exactly how Q laid it out in that last post. Remember that, folks. Here we go.
Rally in Grand Rapids on Thursday as absolutely shocking. Now, there's no evidence to back up any of the QAnon claims.
Okay, I need to stop right there. I thought we were going to come into Ben Collins. There, by the way, just to inform you folks, just to inform everyone, all of the people watching my show on MSNBC, I'm pretending I'm Katie Turd right now. There is no evidence to back up any QAnon claims. All right, everyone go home, pack it up. There's no evidence.
Nope, no evidence.
Okay?
No.
Because Katie Turd told you there's no evidence.
Yeah, exactly.
Therefore, there is no evidence. But remember, millions of people, I don't know millions of people, I doubt it's millions now, maybe a few thousand people are watching this, okay? But they actually believe that there's no QAnon. There's no Q proofs. All the Q proofs that you've come up with, they're like hundreds of memes, hundreds of infographics on Q proofs. none of it is meaningful because, according to Katie, in her infinite wisdom, there is zero evidence on QAnon. But anyways, we're trying to get to Ben Collins here. Here we go.
Let's call Katie what she is, though. She's nothing but a talking head. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Behind the teleprompter, to a large degree. That's why she was exposed by Trump, and so that's what makes it so interesting. Is her smugness comes out. Her smugness can only come out when she's reading a teleprompter written by other people. Her intelligence comes out.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I said, or somebody whispering in her ear.
Yeah, exactly. Alrighty, here we go.
Wonder what that job pays. I bet Joe Biden would be right on it.
Yep. Pretty good. All right, here we go.
Not at all. And there's even a theory that the Q posters might be elaborate pranksters modeling themselves off an Italian book. But for those who wear T-shirts and claim to be in the QAnon clique, what do they hear when the president says things like this?
All of the current and former officials who paid for, promoted, and perpetuated the single greatest hoax in the history of politics in our country.
I don't get it. You don't need to be a QAnon follower to believe that. Plenty of Trump folks, plenty of Trump supporters who could look at that, doesn't necessarily follow Q, can say absolutely right on, President, right on, POTUS. But
Because
supposedly,
all of this was.
Yep.
I mean,
Supposedly, QAnon followers get what he's saying, and he's speaking in code. I don't
And
think
you know
so.
what's going to clear this all up, right?
What? Arrests?
D-class, baby. D-class.
Yes. Thank you,
Shuts it
brother.
all down.
Thank you. Oh, I have a feeling that even D-class, Katie Turd's going to come out even more and continue to peddle this crap, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're going to go for broke, man.
Yeah, and they have no choice, actually.
Yeah, they have to.
Farm. That's it. They're all in.
Yep. All right.
They know they have no job after this too.
But
That's
they
true.
know that. But
They
they
have
also
no job.
know. But they also know that we're all in,
Yep.
and we got his back.
Yep.
That's why we're making this damn video and stopping every 5 freaking seconds.
Yep.
We're all
Exactly.
in. Hey, and I'm not
All
getting
in.
paid. I don't have
That's
a teleprompter. I don't have a cameraman. I don't have the makeup and the set, and I'm doing this for free. And I don't know how much money that costs, but this little debunk video, hopefully we're going to record this, it was absolutely free. And there's probably 1 million of them out there as well.
Well, can I just say too, let's be clear that, they're trying to make his rallies look like a bad thing. And that's where he goes to recharge, is to hang out with us.
Absolutely.
But
listen,
people,
my God, that's an important point that you just brought up, right? About that there's another 1,000 videos out there of people saying the same thing that we are.
Yep.
And we're not getting 4 a.m. talking points. You know what I mean? This is not like, we're not being fed what we think.
Right.
Right? We've done the work. We've researched. We've checked into the Q drops and followed the facts and connected the dots. So,
Right. Yeah, we're not lazy. We're actually, and we have to actually break down each and every one of your talking points and have a serious conversation about it. Right?
But they connected the dots already. This is the counter to the dots, man. They're done.
That's ridiculous.
We are in it to win it.
That's right.
All in.
All right. Let me try to play 10 more seconds before I go nuts and stop it again. Let's see. Let's see if I can do it. Here we go.
You can do it.
They have to be, I'm sorry, they have to be accountable.
Okay, so libtards get upset.
Yeah,
They get upset. They don't like this. Lock them up. Lock them up. I'm so outraged by you Trump supporters for saying lock them up.
Oh no, you'll get triggered.
Yeah, they are. I mean, Katie's getting triggered right now, but it's going to actually make a whole clip on how outlandish and ridiculous Trump supporters are for really just calling out lock them up. Is everyone who says lock them up a Q supporter? I don't think so.
But what does lock them up mean, right? And what do they do in order to get locked up? So.
Right, exactly. No. That's an important point, Sleepwalker, because to them, lock them up means you're just some crazy lunatic.
Right, we're not guys with pitchforks and shovels in the street here with torches.
Right,
no, man.
No. In their minds, that's the picture they're going to point. They're going to paint. Everyone who says lock them up is ready to show up to Comet Ping Pong and try to burn it down, blow it up, or shoot down the joint.
Yeah,
absolutely. But no, it's not about that. You broke the law. Equal justice.
Thank you.
It's going to be served.
Well, and he did say something important too. He said they held them accountable. She didn't highlight that.
Right.
That's what it is. You're accountable under the law. That's why we have laws. There's a way of being, a way of acting.
That is so, Sleepwalker. Oh my gosh, you're almost telling my you're.
I don't want to steal your thunder, brother. I don't want to steal your thunder.
No, you're releasing some spoilers, but that's good because once we get to Ben Collins, that's gonna everything you just said is gonna absolutely apply. Watch.
Magus Swagger, you come in at the end and blow it up like lightning.
It's all
the thunder.
Oh, thank you. Here we go.
Joining us now is NBC News reporter Ben Collins, who is the perfect reporter to talk about this.
He's not far from a perfect reporter. Look at him. All right, sorry, I can't help it. All right.
Oh God.
Is he get a cameo in like the cucks of the week or what?
Yeah, get the cuck out of here. We need Mr. Sophocles to get in here and do get the cuck out of here.
Mr. Sophocles.
All right. Here we go. So Ben Collins, he's gonna but seriously, this is I don't know what device this is. It's like bring in the panel expert. I'm going to be the good cop. You be the bad cop. I'm going to talk about how ridiculous it is. You're going to bring in and you're going to actually wake people up. It's how dangerous this really is. This is what's going to happen right now. Check it out.
Because he has been reporting on QAnon's presence at Donald Trump's rallies for the past year. Ben, so good to see you. What do those QAnon supporters, believers hear when the president says stuff like that?
They hear a wink and a nod. That's what they hear, because no one's denied it or anything like that. There are people on the fringes of.
Okay, but by the way, that's not smug. See, you saw smug with Katie Turd. Oh, he's got a serious look.
He's a concern. He's got concern.
He's the concern troll.
Does he look serious to you? Really?
No. He tries. He can't. Okay, just because he can't hide the cuck out of him, but he's gonna try to. He's gonna be the concerned. He's gonna be the concerned panelist, right? He's gonna say, "No. I know you think it's ridiculous, but I'm actually scared of these folks." Watch.
So then right there, that is the actual. That's the libtard of the week.
Okay.
Yep.
He needs a mullet.
Oh no! Don't put a mullet on this guy.
No.
Mullets are for patriots, brother.
If he had a mullet, he wouldn't.
MAGA.
You hear me?
What's up?
I said if he had a mullet, he wouldn't be scared.
True. That's right. You're right. Thank you, thank you for correct. I stand corrected. Thank you, brother. All right, check it out. Here's more concern, folks. More concern.
Trump orbit who have denied it in the past, but no one has just out and said, this is crazy, this is insanity, please don't follow this thing. And they rely on that. They rely on that sort of wink and nod. They rely on little clues, like it's numerology. It's not real winks and nods, but that's what they intuit.
What is the danger here when they are showing up with Q t-shirts and Q hats and Q patches and they're shouting QAnon
There's obviously a danger, folks. We're about to get into the danger of this.
Right, and there's a danger, so what do they have to do when a danger is presented? Just like they justify pulling hats off of people because they say MAG on it, because it triggers them for some reason, because it represents white nationalism and racist policies. Go on.
Did you hear him mention numerology?
Yeah, it's weird, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just the way he put it out there, right?
Oh yeah.
He's been watching
so you tell me he's cued in, man. He's like,
yeah.
But
he's watching Cyril Brain too and T.N. Homesteader.
No, he knows.
That's called gematria. It's not numerology. I don't like that term. That term is like a cult. It's like a cult.
Exactly.
Right?
So if he didn't, but he didn't say it clearly, right? He just threw it out there in numerology. Like, come on, man. Really?
I'm sorry. Q University said Collins is such a dumbass. How does one hear a wink or a nod? Here.
But he's.
I'm sorry, that was funny.
But that's true.
Yeah, it is.
Yep. Well, he's obviously following Q posts. He's definitely the quote unquote QAnon expert in this particular show panel. So he's gonna now talk about the dangers of it, folks. Here we go.
Teams, what's the danger?
Sure, this is a militant group. Like, there's been 2 murders tied.
Whoa!
Oh my God!
Can we say Antifa?
This is a militant group.
Can we say
militant?
2 murders.
This is a militant group with 2 murders tied to it. You guys need to leave the show right now. Okay, that was a joke. But what do you guys think?
It's insane. Just because some dude wrote a Q on his hand doesn't mean he's affiliated with Q.
2 murders tied to the QAnon movement, folks. 2.
Listen, guys, come on, man. We all know about false flags, right? And how they put these people up to stuff.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's on one level. I mean, I promise I will get into it. Let me put at least 20 more seconds into this. Here we go.
To this group this year alone. One happened a couple weeks ago. I don't know if you saw it. Like, somebody killed a mob boss, and he held up his hand and said Q on it.
Yeah.
In court.
Here in New York
Sorry. Okay, I will do another 10 seconds. Here we go.
City.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody also tried to burn down Comet Pizza a couple weeks ago, and an hour before he did it. An hour and 10 minutes. Yep.
So
an hour and 10 minutes.
Same pizza place as the guy that walked in with the gun.
Because, by the way, pizza.
Yes. Oh my God.
Showing real patriots while they're talking about. I don't say hate very much, but hate. So annoying.
Guys, look what Q says. Multiple tactics deployed, including framing for crimes. Think bridge. You guys remember the Hoover Dam, right?
Yep.
Mob boss. Exactly what he mentioned, right?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
He killed the mob boss, and then he talked about the blowing up the. Remember, continue to create that link between Pizzagate and QAnon, and that's like a recipe for success for that fake narrative that they push, right?
What did he say when he said, "Why did we allow the Q, or why did we allow the stuff like the Q presence at the rally?" And it said, "Was it designed for the Twitter journalists to write their threads?" You know what I'm talking about? What? Yeah, that's exactly who I thought of. I was like, Ben Collins and Mike Rothschild. That's exactly who I think of right away.
Yep. When was that? Here we go. Why did we highlight the rally last night by showcasing a volume of support? Define bait. Wow, the last 2 Q posts was talking about this freaking article, this freaking video that we're showing right now. It's so funny. It's so relevant. How many fake news Twitter journalists are tweeting about Q today regarding the rally attendance last night? These people are stupid. Guys, they're falling into a trap. I love it.
Oh, man.
This is awesome. Okay, let's continue.
When it says define bait, it says an allurement, a thing intended to tempt or entice, but then the verb is deliberately annoy or taunt someone. Yes. I love that. All right.
Awesome. Here we go. QAnon 405. We're almost done. Okay, we're more than halfway. Okay, here we go.
Is part of QAnon. Every conspiracy theory from the right is part of QAnon. But an hour before he tried to burn this place down, he posted a QAnon video from a very famous YouTuber who has, tens of millions of views.
By the way, that's Joe M, folks. It's the plan to save the world. That particular video.
Yep. Oh, look at who they're attacking, right? Everybody that's out there in the front.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, the mighty 200.
Mm-hmm.
It's craziness.
Okay, let's keep on going.
So why is this popped up at Donald Trump's rallies? I mean, it wasn't a huge thing during the 2016 campaign. Right. It's suddenly much bigger now. But I guess you could argue the pump was primed. I mean, I do want to play one soundbite from October 13th.
Well, that's one good thing, guys. One good thing is they're admitting that this movement is growing, right? Right? You get half a point for that, Katie Turd. The movement is growing.
How could they deny it?
Yeah. The fact that they're reporting it, right?
Listen, when you got 33% of your turnout at a Trump rally being Democrats, you have no base left.
Right.
You know what? And I can't wait to see what they're about to do next. I can't wait for you guys to see, because she says, "Oh, listen to what he said at this October 13th rally," right? And it's the same rally that's from the speech in this video will get Donald Trump elected.
Yeah, oh, awesome. So yeah, that's an awesome thing. That is really awesome. But look, they're gonna state the fact that the Q movement is growing, but they're gonna make a statement or their opinion as to why it's growing. I have my own opinion of why it's growing. Right? I think we all have a pretty good opinion on why the QAnon movement is growing, because it's true. Because there's truth in it. Let me clarify that. There's truth within these Q posts, and that's why it's growing. Right?
Can I ask you another question though, for anybody that's out there that's viewing this? How come none of these people talk about all of his accomplishments? Why did they choose Q to talk about?
Yes. You mean Trump's accomplishments, right? Or
Absolutely. No, Trump's accomplishments.
Yeah, the president.
Just our POTUS, the guy that runs the country, the guy that every American should look up to and respect. Right?
I have a feeling, and if Q's correct, these mainstream media, these pundits are gonna be focused on two things: attacking Trump and attacking Q, and that's gonna be 24/7. And that's what's already happening. It's going to continue.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying, though. I mean, just for people who are out there that are looking at this, ask yourselves why.
Right. Okay, here we go. She's going to play that video. Here we go.
2016, and just listen to the terminology Donald Trump is using.
We've seen this firsthand in the week.
Wait, so I'm sorry. Look and listen to the terminology that he's using.
His rhetoric.
It's a rhetoric. Us libtards don't like using that terminology. We'll use other terminology, but we don't like that terminology. It's disagreeable with us. Here we go.
Key is racist.
Here we go. Sorry.
WikiLeaks documents in which Hillary Clinton meets in secret with international banks to plot the destruction of U.S. sovereignty in order to enrich these global financial powers, her special interest friends, and her donors. So true.
So that was at the end of the campaign. Donald Trump didn't.
I was hoping they would let it keep going.
No, they're not. They're not going to let that keep going. That's way too powerful. It's a freaking red pill.
He should be locked up. They wouldn't say that, but what his statement is true. That's exactly what she did.
He stated. Yeah, I think he was stating facts there, but they don't like the terminology.
Just remember, promises made, promises kept.
Yep.
Right. It's like what they do. They put Donald Trump under their ridiculous microscope, and then they say, "Look how he's talking. I don't like it." Anyone who's educated should not like it either. And look at my smug face, because this is the face of an educated person. And if you think that this is okay, if you think that the way Donald Trump is speaking is okay, something is wrong with you too. All right. Anyways, I guess I'm going to play some more. Here we go.
I think he was going to win, looking for anybody to blame, and he was talking about this grand conspiracy to keep him out of office, to keep him from fighting for the people at those rallies. Is that part of the reason why this is such a prime place for conspiracy theorists to latch onto?
It's perfect for them, and what it does is it combines the two kind of problems that we have on the internet and politics right now, where he primes the pump, like you said, and then there are these recommendation algorithms on websites like YouTube and Facebook where...
We're going to get into... He's going to actually blame YouTube and Facebook for the problem, this growing problem that we have.
But did you hear what she said? How he takes care of his base?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like he takes care of, like, are you human?
Right.
You know what I mean?
I also heard her say those people.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Separation is
like
she's separating the American people from her.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like she's some highfalutin. I don't have nothing good to say, so keep quiet. I think like she's some god, and we're just the little worker bees and ants, or cattle, as Q called it. We're just cattle to them, and that's how she was saying it.
That's so important, folks, because to them they do separate. They separate his base, which we believe his base is the American people, even the American people that don't agree with us, right? To them, they are separating common, decent folks who actually are educated and have some sense of common sense. That's the Katie Tur group, and then Trump's base. They're a bunch of freak show, conspiracy theorist, mindless people, and who are after their pound of flesh.
I don't know about you, but I take that personally.
Yeah,
I do a little bit too.
Look, she didn't say those exact words that are how I'm saying it, but you could look at her facial expressions, the way that she describes both Trump and quote unquote his base, right? That's how he sees it. And now you've got the expert, the panel expert, who's going to talk about, who has been talking about how dangerous and crazy it is. So here we go.
They're searching what the president says. They say, Hillary Clinton evil, or Hillary Clinton part of a global cabal or something. But then the second video after that, the one that auto plays after that, is what's the global cabal really? Oh, it's about pedophilia. It's about killing and eating children. Like there was a lot of this thing last year because it's a doomsday cult about how, one day there's going to be a tape that comes out that says Hillary Clinton is going to chop the face off a child. And it never.
It's so it's laughable, but it's not. It's just so ignorant. But what's going to be? But when you see evidence start to come out, though, this is what's going to be the final nail, I guess. And
crimes against humanity, folks. Crimes against humanity.
Because look how they talked against it. They totally made it look like it was stupid, and if you follow this, you're stupid too. And I mean, that's how they play it. They're talking down on us. Do you know what I mean? And that's fine, you know what I mean? They could do whatever they want, and it doesn't bother me, but I just, I think, this is how I feel. I kind of sit back and say, you know what? Say what you want to say, because there will be a time when what I know to be true, I'll be vindicated. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I feel that.
I understand what you're saying, but the way I look at them and the people that watches them, I think they're dumb as a box of rocks.
Not everybody is, though.
No, I mean, it's hard to explain. I know not all of them are, but they're either living in a utopia where they can't see beyond, or they're just too lazy to actually look and see what's going on, or they just don't care. That's the main thing. They don't care and not interested in it.
Well, they're trying to stop people from looking at it. That's the whole point of this.
Right. Let me give my Let me give my take. Look, he talked about frazzle drip, and I'm sure guys, internet lore exists on all sides of the spectrum, folks. Right? He's going to take this internet lore, which is absolutely non-Q. Q doesn't have anything to do with this crazy video about Hillary Clinton shop. It's internet lore, and you know what? I'm hoping QAnon followers are able to disseminate and distinguish between fake and real. And I think, if anything, even as we make mistakes, as we learn, as we grow, as we evolve, as we are able to distinguish between fake news and real news, the internet we are learning. We're getting better. We're getting smarter at this, right? So when he starts talking about Hillary Clinton chopping off the face of a little kid, no, That has nothing to do with QAnon. But he's basically saying that it's YouTube's fault because of the autoplay, that it automatically gravitates to one of these crazy fringe, which I don't believe personally, these crazy fringe videos. And somehow he just wants to just kind of mindlessly conflate all of these videos and all of this crazy internet lore with QAnon, which my hope is as we're growing.
Remember who controls those algorithms, though?
YouTube.
Exactly.
That's exactly it. So you know what? To that degree, then we may agree with Ben Collins. Ben Collins, we agree with you from this perspective. The QAnon videos that should come out should be well vetted. Has a lot of sauce, a lot of source, has a lot of credibility, and doesn't move into these really fringe portions of internet lore and somehow conflate that with the QAnon movement. Right? Okay. So here we go. Moving on.
Came because it doesn't exist, but it doesn't matter because the whole point of it is to extend the boundaries of how evil this set of people in the deep state can be.
What is the remedy here, though? I mean, is YouTube, is Twitter, is Facebook, are they looking at this and saying this is an area that we need to police a little bit more? Don't you get into a very slippery slope with freedom of speech?
Well, that's the thing. You can get into a slippery slope with freedom of speech, but they haven't even gone down that route yet, right? They can give you better.
I need to put a pause.
They certainly have gone down that road, buddy.
Yes.
Yeah, I've had over 10 followers deleted off my account today.
But see, you know what they've done? They've done that whole dialectic. What do you call it? I think the Hegelian dialectic. Where we can't control what's going on the internet, so we're going to censor anyone. But their algorithms are the ones that continue to throw you into these weird fringe, like really eclectic, like just not mainstream. This is not QAnon stuff. But all of a sudden, that's going to be linked to QAnon. So guess what? We're going to shut down every single QAnon follower. So that's what's happening here.
Yeah, that's part of their narrative, man. They're using all fronts. Remember, big tech.
Yep.
Another thing,
Silicon Valley. They don't like us very much.
Not at all.
Today, I posted a video on Twitter of Creepy Joe Biden and Jeff Sessions standing there at some kind of award ceremony. And Creepy Joe went to put his hand up on Jeff Sessions' granddaughter, and Jeff smacked his hand away.
Oh. So speaking of which, look, our show's almost over. I gotta play our video.
Okay.
I gotta play our closing video. Our show opener. Damn it! Are we gonna finish this?
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
Okay, no, actually, we got 1 minute left. Let's try to make it through, folks.
Yeah, just stop. Stop
talking. All right, here we go.
Videos than just if you type in Hillary Clinton evil.
So the autoplay is the issue.
Exactly. They can, there are better ways for things to happen automatically to you on the internet.
Better algorithms.
Yeah, exactly. This isn't a speech issue. I always say, if you walk into a store and you like a bookstore and you say, "Hey, can you tell me about World War II?" If the bookstore is handing you Mein Kampf right away, I'm not sure that's a good bookstore. If a bookstore is handing you stuff about World War II, it's probably a good bookstore. That's what we need to start doing.
That sounds like straight up censorship to me, but to some degree, it's all those fringe videos that we autoplay into that's got us into this position. Were you going to say something?
Of course, that's their way to link it to Hitler too.
Oh yeah, of course.
If somebody walks into a bookstore and starts asking about World War II,
Nazis. That's the funny part.
Exactly.
All right, here we go.
Funny to me. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, 20 more seconds. I promise we're gonna make it, guys.
More on the internet, and that's really this is how it grew. People just had good intentions. Sometimes people had okay intentions. People wanted to learn about politics, and they just got radicalized over time because they were trying to solve this mystery.
That's a good analogy. Bookstore. Ben Collins, thanks so much for joining us and helping us understand. It is all very weird and confusing.
All right.
Yeah, thanks, Ben Collins, for coming and helping us all understand this QAnon thing.
Just clarified it for me.
So dumb. Oh my god.
So, yeah. Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I posted that video of Jeff Sessions smacking the hand away, and it got probably 100 retweets, 100 likes, and somebody sent me a screenshot of it that says, not not available or something. Like, I forget what it was. But I went on my end and looked at it, and it's playing fine.
Yeah. Oh, we can't get into it because we got 2 minutes left. I want to play my video, but really, I want to play my video. This is a sleepwalker. This is a sleepwalker video, actually.
Woo woo! What's up, Patrick Kelly? I saw you enter the room. You can run. You can't hide.
So I'm going to close out our show. Hey, Sleepwalker, next time you come back, I want to talk about what you said about the rule of law. Roseanne. This has been a great night. Did you hear about Roseanne, Sleepwalker?
I did. I was lurking, man. I was in chat. I saw it.
That was freaking awesome. It is awesome. Man, tonight's a great night, but we're going to close it out with even better awesomeness because the MAGA Mullet Show is coming to a close. Here we go.
Oh, I'm going to love this.
Here we go.